What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement, baby. And yesterday's game was pretty decent. It was wonderful. You got a chance to look at some of the other players, see what they're about, and just take it from there. I want to make sure that a lot of people understand, first and foremost, this is the preseason. So don't get all up in the roar. You know, yeah, we lost, but it's the preseason. The whole thing about the preseason is to get to see other players, who's going to make the final roster spot, who's going to be sent to the D-League, and, you know, giving the guys an opportunity to play together before the regular season starts. There's a whole bunch of new faces, so there's going to be a lot of development within that alone, based on the fact that some of these players never play with each other. So you got to be patient with them. With that being said, first and foremost, we started out kind of slow, as always. Nothing new with our Lakers. We always start slow. The first unit, I mean, they hung in there. They stuck in there, but Denver was doing whatever they want to them the first, at the beginning of the game. The biggest problem that I share, and I share it over and over again, and remember, this is only 2 games, so I'm not going to be upset, just pointing out some of the things that I've seen. One of the biggest problems that I've seen, number one, is the interior defense. We've been lacking that last year, and so far in these 2 games, the same scenario. Most teams, opponents, get to do whatever they want against the Lakers. What I mean by that is this. Watch some of the plays. There's a lot of backdoor cuts, easy layups, easy dunks. Mozgov, he was brought in, like I said, but the guy's still kind of injured. So you're not knowing what you're going to get from him. He has knee problems throughout the course of his career. Matter of fact, in the Olympics, he hurt his legs as well. One thing I noticed is that he's not getting back quick enough on defense to actually defend the paint. Getting caught in pick and rolls and stuff like that. But the weak side help is not coming up quick enough in order to help him out as well. Now, with that being said, the unsung hero in that first unit, D'Angelo Russell, comes out, put on a clinic. 7 for 14, 21 points, he had 5 assists. I know a lot of the D'Angelo haters are going to say, well, he had 4 turnovers. That's understandable. It's preseason. Once again, new faces. Meaning that some of these guys are not used to D'Angelo Russell's passing. So once they get used to it and get comfortable with it, and they're actually in a position where they can actually catch the pass and stuff like that, you're going to start seeing them average 8 assists. Now, me personally, I would love for him to play the 2. Why? Because then he becomes the shooting guard. Meaning that he scored first, pass second. He's not the point guard. But if they're going to play him at the point, that's understandable. I just think that as a 2, he can average 25, 30 points easily because he's taking more shots. But, it's a system that Luke Walton implemented, and I'm kind of happy with it because they're all having fun. And that's the important thing of it all. Now, the guy Nurkic, if I said his name right, if I didn't, please forgive me, for the Denver Nuggets, he outplayed Mozgov, a.k.a. Moz Government, for those that are still trying to figure out why I call him Moz Government. He had 14 rebounds, 1 block, 18 points. He played 27 minutes. Yes, he played 6 more minutes than Mozgov, but he 5 for 12 shooting. But he was doing whatever he wanted inside the paint, and that's one thing that we definitely have to work on. Interior defense. The perimeter defense played pretty good, and I'm gonna get to it in a minute. Now, Randle, I would like to see Randle be the Randle from last year, only with a jump shot. But I don't want him to be where he's consistently living off the jump shot, because when he start living off the jump shot, and I shared this before in one of my videos, I don't want to see Julius Randle going out behind the perimeter taking 3-point shots and all that. It's okay if a play call and he finds himself out there, if he can hit it, cool. But I'd rather for him to play down within the paint, 5 or 10 feet from the paint. Why? Because he was our leading rebounder. If you make him into a jump shooter, the last 2 games prove this. Right now, the last 2 games, he played over 20-something minutes. That's about what he was getting in the regular season. Only 6 boards. This game right here, we got killed on the boards. This is the main reason why, fans say, oh, you need to get a jump shot, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting a jump shot, but I'd rather for somebody to be real physical down low, too. That's why I call him the bully beast. Because why? He's physical down low. And that's where he get most of his points from, in the paint. And if you got guys shooting jumpers, somebody got to get down there and bang bodies to go get those rebounds. That's where Julius Randle flourished at. So I would like to see him down there, more banging bodies. But, they're having fun right now. It's the preseason. Most likely Luke Walton's going to make some changes within that. He's just seeing what he got. Now my man Zubac, I'm big about Zubac. He only played 3 minutes, but he did hit 2 blocks in 3 minutes. That's why I'm saying at the end of the day, I would love to see Zubac get more playing time. Now, the one thing I want to point out is the second unit. These last 2 games, the second unit has came in and did what they had to do. They were on fire. First, the previous game was led by Tariq Black. I mean, just being everywhere. Blocking shots, rebounding, stealing, taking the ball to the basket, putting it on the floor. When you ever see Tariq Black did that? And that was the last game. This game, it was my man JC Smooth, Jordan Clarkson. The dude was awesome. And why I say that, because people were hounding him. I mean, they were real bad about him, about his defense last year. Even Luke Walton at his press conference said that too, that, last year Jordan Clarkson was like the worst perimeter on the team. So, by right, the fans, I can agree with you. I'm just a JC fan, and sometimes I get a little biased, but I don't be too biased because I got to call it what it is. But like I said last year, the biggest problem with me is that they were playing for Kobe Bryant and Byron Scott. They weren't enthusiastic at all. They weren't even motivated. It was like, how can I run with everything I go through Kobe? And I know a lot of Kobe fans going to be like, no, Kobe, blah, blah, blah. Listen, when you start looking at this from a non-biased standpoint, then you'll start to see a lot of things from a different perspective. But they didn't play like they played last year. And if you notice in some of the interviews, they always say it. You know what I mean? Last year, they're not going to say too much, but if you just pay attention to what they say about this year, we having fun, we running, we enjoying the game. They didn't enjoy it last year, and I kept telling people that. You know what I mean? One game we got blown out, JC, if I'm not mistaken, it was JC, Julius Randle, and D'Angelo Russell. They were walking together, they were laughing, and Kobe got mad about them laughing about the blowout. But they didn't care because, they respect Kobe because Kobe's a legend. But they were probably saying, hey, man, we can't wait till he leave because then we can have, this team and do what we want to do. So they're having fun, right? So anyway, JC, he came out, he played good defense, on the perimeter, man. The guy had 4 steals. He had 15 points, played 20 minutes. He did real good. He came in with that second unit and was on fire. And Larry Nance has always been, pretty much steady these last 2 games. And he actually playing better than Randle. I hate to say it. And it's only 2 games. I know I don't want to get into the who's better, Julius Randle or Larry Nance conversation. But Larry Nance came out, and that second unit came out with a lot of energy, a lot of pours, and they had a lot of up-tempo. And I would like to see Hurts run more with this second unit during the preseason. So the reason why, because Calderon is okay, but to me, he's not one of those pass type of players. Hurts is more of a pass-first type of point guard, one of the old traditional point guards. Meaning that people like Larry Nance, Tariq Black, and Jordan Clarkson coming in with that second unit where Hurts will flourish more because why? He's going to get them in position to score easy buckets where they ain't got to fight for it. And that's the reason why it's good to have a true point guard. I know this Dan the point guard is a different name or whatever you want to call it now, but I'm old-fashioned. I love them point guards. They used to average 8 or more assists because that means they're getting everybody else involved and everybody's happy. We winning games, and 9 times out of 10, most point guards that average like that are either in the playoff or they're hovering around getting the opportunity to get in the playoff, and once they get better players around them. But they play pretty good. Now, Nick Young, he got in a chance. He got in. He went 2 for 4. He had 2 3-pointers. So I was happy that Nick Young got a chance to get on the floor. He seemed happy. And, and I keep telling people, they got to nip it in the bud with that previous situation that happened last year between him and D'Angelo Russell. That's a done deal. Nick Young is happy. D'Angelo Russell's happy. Nick Young will actually fit well into this unit. Even though if they trade him, but they still got a plan because why? It builds his value in order for them to get a better player. So Nick Young played good. Brandon MoneyGram Ingram, got his first NBA point in the preseason from the dunk. Then he had a 3-pointer. He's still learning, still developing. You know what I mean? He's still, he's getting an opportunity to get more comfortable with the game. So the good thing is that they got Lou Deng, so they don't expect too much from Ingram, and they're gonna bring him along slowly. But that's good for him because the pressure ain't on him. Like it was with such individual who decided to leave his old team to go to a golden team, and I won't say the name on this channel. But yeah, like when he came into the league, the pressure was on him, so he did what he had to do in order to maintain. But all in all, I was happy. I was impressed. Yeah, the last couple of minutes, they decided Luke Walton decided to empty his bench and let the other guys play, a bunch of unknown name players play. And we actually went I think 6 minutes or something without a field goal. Denver came back, won the game. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's preseason. It didn't count against their record and nothing like that, guys. It was all for them to get the opportunity to see what they had going forth. You know, who's going to make the last spots and stuff like that. You know, so a lot of these guys came in. They showcased what they about. And as you can see, they really ain't showed too much. I would like to see more from Anthony Brown. He didn't. I think he was like 2 for 4 or something. I'm not too sure what he was, but he didn't look too good. Coming in with that second unit. I mean, that last towards the end unit. But I was happy to see what I had. You know, I'm happy to see what the Lakers got so far. That second unit, like I said, brought a lot of energy. And if Luke Walton decided to put Jordan Clarkson at the decided to bring him off the bench with the second unit, it doesn't matter to me, because at the end of the day, Jordan Clarkson's still going to do Jordan Clarkson. The good thing I say, and I said it over and over again, I would like to see the Jordan Clarkson that first came into the league with LA get back to that Jordan Clarkson. And right now in these 2 games, this is Jordan Clarkson I'm seeing. He's being more aggressive to the basket. You know, he's basically hitting his jump shots even better. He's more poised, and I'm liking it. I'm liking Jordan Clarkson, and he's stepping up and being a leader. Is Jordan Clarkson the leader of the team? Will he be? We never know. But anyway, he's stepping up being a leader, and he's taking it every opportunity in stride and doing what he's supposed to do as a player. So one thing I want to say is I'm happy about the game. I'm happy about the development of the players. Just the one particular thing that I put out, the interior defense, because Denver actually killed us in the paint. Oh, and also they killed us on the boards too as well, because they was in the paint a lot. So we got to, stop that. That one particular thing that been haunting us for a while, we stopped that, and we're pretty much decent. So with that being said, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. For those that didn't get to see the game, man, get a DVR or tell you, I don't know, but try to find a way to watch the games, guys. Like I said, it's good to see these guys actually get out and just enjoy the game. It's fun to watch. Even when they lose, it's still fun to watch. It's exciting. I mean, I ain't had as much excitement within myself by watching them in a long time. And I will be yelling and screaming right now, but I'm actually stuck in somebody's mama basement. I'm just joking. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, people. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. And let's get the discussions going. And as always, people, much love and be safe out there.